welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, either using drugstore products or using products that are in my Shop My Stash, but I'm not even sure what I want to do, to be honest. So I'm just waiting for my sunscreen to set in a little bit. That's why I'm kind of shiny. I do have a wig on from Amazon. It is a Joe Dare, I don't know how you say it. It's a Joe Dare wig. It's pretty long. It's really pretty. So I'm wearing that today. And then I'm drinking my LaCroix. I have the hibiscus flavor, which is like really delicious. I actually prefer this over the limoncello, even over the Palmer, whatever, the one that tastes like, what is it called? I don't even know. Palmer something. It's like another berry flavor or pomegranate flavor. So like I said, I don't know what I want to do. I'm waiting for my Tula skincare sunscreen to kind of set in my skin. I'm having a little bit of dryness on my forehead here, so I'm not sure what I want to do, but I'm going to start with primer. For primer, I'm going to be using the Becca Skin Love. That's what's in my current Shop My Stash. It's the Brighten and Blur Primer from Becca, and it is very nice. It's hydrating. It's kind of like a pore filling primer, but it does brighten your skin a little bit more. I kind of want that like kind of shiny skin look and feel. You can kind of see the wig. Okay, let's just try this out again. I've been wanting to reach for this one a lot more because I haven't really played with this one. I've been using the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For mattifying primer more than this one. This one I also got the same time as the Peter Thomas Roth one. And I'm just, oh, it feels really nice. It kind of feels like those, like, kind of feels less silicone-y than the Touch and Soul primer, but it feels nice on my skin. It is like smoothing. I'm gonna put a little bit under my eyes. My eyes have been really watery since yesterday and this morning, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I've tried allergy drops and it's just not really working out. But anyways, so I put the primer on my face. It feels really nice. It felt cooling when I applied it, but now obviously it's, you know, more, it is kind of tacky. So yeah, let's see how this is. A base illuminatrice, it says on the back. So basically brightens, infused with glow nectar, brightening hydra complex. I can kind of see the brightening, but it's not like super crazy, like as if you're gonna use like a serum. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. I've been using this one a lot. I've been wanting to get use of this one. I basically just put it on the high points of my cheek and my nose. Again, I have this shade in Sunbeam. This is basically like a brightener, like a glowy brightener. I'm gonna grab my sponge here from AOA. I have my AOA sponge dampened, super soft. I'm just gonna grab that and apply it here. You can kind of see the bright effect it gives my skin, and I've been loving that recently since I've been using a lot of products that are brightening, and dealing with less texture also helps with that, which is so nice. Like I love how my skin is doing now. If you guys didn't see my previous, I don't even know if I have talked about this, but I have a new skincare routine, and it is not sponsored. I've never gotten reached out by this company. You can see the redness in my eyes, just, I don't know. So anyways, I've been using the treatment because of Hiram here on YouTube. I started Curology about end of November, and I've been still using it, and it's totally made a difference on my skin. I'm still dealing with like my acne here, so a little bit of masseter, but it's been helping a lot with texture. My skin has been doing a lot better, and I'm really happy about that. Like, I'm super happy. Like, I haven't dealt with a lot of texture. A lot of my skin, like my skin is more smooth than it has ever been, so you can kind of see the glow that it gives my skin, which I think is very pretty. And since I did purchase this to use under concealer under my eyes, I don't really use it under my eyes, but you know what, let's try it today. I'm going to use it a little bit under my eyes just to kind of see what happens. So I am using a little bit more of a mattifying concealer here. You can see it does add that shine. Not super crazy, but it does add the shine. You can see it more on my cheeks here. So I don't know what I want to do for eyelids. I have two palettes today to work with. I have the Tartelette Toasted and the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell. I think I want to use the Moon Spell because I kind of want to use this like bottom row of greens here a little bit more. Sorry, the packaging's really blinding. I want to use these greens, but then I kind of also want to use my Tartelette Toasted. I don't know here what I want to do, but let's start with some eyeshadow primer. For eyeshadow primer, I'm just going to grab my Urban Decay Primer Potion here. I haven't used this one in a while, so I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go in a little closer to you guys so you guys can see my eye look. Sorry about the water bottle there. Let me take that off. If you guys don't know, I switched my room around and my setup is in my bedroom. So this is like my bed that you see here on the side. So I'm going to zoom in or go in closer with you guys so you guys can see what I do on my eyes. Let's see what else. I've been really doing like a big declutter in my collection. If you guys didn't see, my eyeshadow palette declutter is up on my channel, as well as my primers and foundations and concealers declutter. If you guys are interested in seeing that, it's also up. I'm looking here at uploading my face products declutter soon, so that will be coming up. So far so good. Let's start with the Moonspell palette. So I'm gonna go here, grab my eyeshadow brushes. Alright, I'm not sure what I want to start with, but I'm gonna start with this shade here in Winifred, which is like this brown color for my crease. I'm gonna grab this Juvia's Place blender. I kind of been reaching for this one a lot. So I'm gonna grab Winifred here on my brush and just kind of tap it all over my lid. It's really pigmented. I kind of was considering doing an all matte look, which I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is a very simple look anyways. You guys know I'm not a makeup artist. I just love doing makeup and I love anything about makeup. So that's basically what I do. Let me see here. I probably will add like a shimmer, but we'll see. So I'm just grabbing Winifred all over my lid and just building up a little bit here in my outer corner to add a little bit of depth. These shades blend out so nicely. I have nothing bad to say about his formulation. I did have his Lunar Beauty, the first one he came out with, which I didn't really love. I didn't even use it because I knew I was just not going to reach for that color story. It was like half neutrals, half... It's a Life's a Drag palette. It was half neutrals, half colorful tones. But those colorful tones never just drew my attention. Neither did those mattes, to be honest. Like, I felt like I had those in other palettes. So I never really reached for those. I'm going to grab the shade here in Marnie from Halloween Town. So I'm going to grab this shade here in Marnie and just, with a denser brush, this is this, I don't even know what this is. It's a Morphe Holiday brush. And I'm just going to put it on my eyelid here. And then blend a little bit as well. Grab a little bit more as I go. You can kind of see here what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm looking at the mirror because I didn't know what I'm doing. So basically that is Marnie on my lid. I mean, I would leave this here like it is now, like, you know, but I do kind of want to add a little bit of a shimmer. If you're snoring or like jingling, it's my dog. He's in here. Yoshi is in here. He's just chilling. He follows me around a lot. He likes to be where I am, which I love because he's my baby, but sometimes it gets a little bit too much. Like, see, this I'm already watering. I don't know if you guys can see that. My eyes already watering. Okay, so I like how this looks so far. I'm going to grab a small blender brush really quickly. I'm going to grab this Stellium Tools Blending 776. And I'm going to grab a little teeny bit of Bonnie, which is like this more colorful green shade. Just to blend out a little bit. You can kind of see it. It looks better in person. I don't know if my lids are just washing out the color. I just got shadow on my nose. Oh my god. I went like this and I got the shadow on my nose. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a little bit more of Bonnie here. If you guys don't know, Bonnie is from Vampire Diaries. So this palette was basically based off of a lot of witches from different shows. I'm not very familiar with Charmed, to be honest, but I know Bonnie, I know Hermione's from Harry Potter, Marnie is from Halloween Town, Mary, Sarah, and Winifred, of course, are from Hocus Pocus. I'm not sure about Prue or Piper or Phoebe or Paige. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, of course, but I don't know about Kiki or Samantha either. But I'll probably have to go watch his channel again because I do love to know, and I do want to eventually get into Charmed. I know that it's either on Netflix or Hulu. Netflix or Hulu, one of those two. We have both of those. I'm going to watch that. But basically, I just blended that green, and I don't really want to do a shimmer. Okay, so I have Mary, which is like this beautiful olive green. I have Fiona, which is like this. I don't want to use Fiona. Okay, let's see here. Let's try this one here. Just a little bit on the inner corner, I think. I'll just kind of like disperse it out to the whole lid. I think that looks pretty. I would say use a glitter glue, but I'm just being lazy. But they do adhere pretty nicely to your eyelids regardless. Basically, this is the eye look with the glitter running through. I really like this palette. There's nothing bad I can say about this palette. I love the packaging. It's just so pretty. The fact that it looks like an actual spell book. And the back is also really nice. It has like a nice touch. The detailing of this palette is just beautiful. This is a little bit raised. The spine of the palette is really pretty as well. Really nice. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get into my face makeup. I'm going to do some eyeliner. And then I'll just do a little bit of mascara. I've been using my Wander Beauty liner. This is the Wander Beauty Highline Liquid Eyeliner. I've been trying to get more use of this one. I got it in an Ipsy Glam box. And I've just been trying to reach for it more because I need to get use of this one. Alright, and then I'm just going to grab some mascara. I've really been loving the You Better Work Voluming Curl Mascara, not to be mistaken by the Volumizing Lengthening Mascara from that Paulina loves. So I did already previously kind of curl my lashes, so I will say though, for being a drugstore being so affordable, it does hold my curl. Alright, for foundation, I have my Misha BB Cream in the shade number 25. I also have my Beauty Blender foundation in 3.30 since we are doing my Shop My Stash products. I think I'm just going to mix a little bit of the two. The shade number 25 from Misha is a little bit deep for me. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not going anywhere. No one's going to see me besides my family. So this one does have a lock. So I do lock it because, you know, you guys can see the difference. This is the Misha BB Cream. And this is the Beauty Blender. And then I'll just kind of mix the two here in my hand. And then just apply it on my face here. The Misha is so nice for every day, but on top of the fact that I do love this Beauty Blender one for like every day as well. Just gives you nice coverage. Alright. And the only thing is the smell. It smells like perfumey kind of. So if you're not big on smells, I would suggest not picking this Misha BB Cream up. But it is really nice. I heard they're reformulating. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping to pick that new formulation up soon as well. Whenever they do bring that out. But I find these at Amazon for like $7 or $8. So they're very affordable. I'm going to grab my AOA sponge here. My makeup blender. And it's kind of getting a little dry. Like my blender is a little bit dry. And I did dampen it. So I don't know what that's about. Just like the finish. It's like a natural, not super high coverage. The glow is still peeking through, which I love. So I like how this looks on my skin. The only thing that I would say is if you want like super high coverage, this is not going to do it for you. Neither of those foundations will give you super high coverage. You can always build them up, but I don't mind. My hands are so dry and crusty from work. washing them constantly, which of course we all have to do, you know, wash our hands. It gives me a really nice natural finish. It's nice. It looks, you know, even on my complexion. So I do like that. The only thing that I would say, like I said, the Misha has a little bit of a strong scent, but if you don't mind it, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer here, and I'm just going to apply it here to do a little bit of contouring. I don't put it on my lip, you guys, okay? I put it like on my lower lip because I want them to look a little plump. And then I'll just grab a blender. Where's my blender? Here. This is a Sephora Dome Stippling brush. I know they no longer carry this line in Sephora, but they do have a new line that has very similar brushes to these. So I apply it. You're basically blended out with this blender, which it does shed a little bit. So FYI. So you see the shadow kind of makes my lower lip look a little more plump. I don't always do that, but I do like to do that sometimes, especially with like what I'm wearing today and stuff. It's a little more like nice. I want to look nice today. Like I said, this does shed a little bit. This brush does shed a little bit. My eye is just like a waterworks. So I'm sorry that I apologize for continuing to rub my eyes and stuff. Let me just move my wig here. I love this baked bronzer from Milk. It's just so nice, and it gives me like that natural bronze look without being so extra. You can obviously go heavier with it, however you feel. You can go lighter, you know, you can build up the coverage. For bronzer, or for concealer, I'm sorry, I have two in my Shop My Stash. I have the Urban Decay Stay Naked and the Hourglass. I'm going to use a Stay Naked today just because I just want like a natural coverage. This is so nice. I have the shade 40NY, which is a little bit yellow, but it's nice on my skin. I think it's like my perfect shade. Just grab a little bit on my nose, forehead, and chin. I always do that. I don't know why. But I just do. So I'm going to grab my beauty blender and blend it out. So like I said, if you haven't seen my declutters, I would suggest watching them. They are very long if you like long videos. I also want to say thank you to a lot of my new subscribers. I got a comment on my video with my palette declutter about the glam light situation. Someone did inform me that, you know, Amy Loves Beauty here on YouTube, she's another creator. She did call them out for that, and they since have no longer been selling mink lashes. But for me personally, just the fact that they lied to their consumers to begin with just kind of gives me the wrong feels, you know, so I don't want to support them. I'm going to grab my Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. Nakia Joy is another creator here on YouTube. She did make this beautiful powder. I'm going to grab my powder puff from Sephora and just use that. I do love this powder. I love how it smells. It smells like vanilla, kind of like a, not super strong. It kind of smells like vanilla cake batter. It's so nice. And I'll just kind of put some here on my cheek to define my contour a little bit more. Like I said, I don't do this all the time, but just because I kind of want to look a little bit more extra today. What I'll go back and do right now is I'm going to go back and curl my lashes here, since the mascara did kind of dry, just to give myself that extra oomph, because my lashes are like straight as can be. Alright, so I'm going to grab, if you're wondering about my eyebrows, I already did my eyebrows. I used my Unofficial Project Pen items, which is the Pure Arch Nemesis Brow and the Brow This Way from Rimmel, which I'm almost done with, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna grab a powder brush really quickly here and just dust off this powder here. I like how that concealer looks. I mean, it's not super high coverage. You can still see some like redness that I have here from, like I said, I don't know if I'm having like an allergic reaction or what, but I've been, you can still see it right there, but it's not horrible. All right, so I did that. I did my face powder. I'm gonna go in for bronzer, bronzer. I'm gonna grab my Sweet Tea bronzer from Too Faced. You guys swatching this in my declutter just made me fall in love with it again. Oh, so pretty. I'm gonna grab my Urban Decay large powder brush, which I love for bronzer. So grab this. Ooh, it just gives me a nice finish. I love it, love it, love it. It's just so nice on my skin. All right, for blush, I have two blushes that I could use. I have my Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur in Coral Cloud, and I have my Love Natural my It by Pores blush in Love, which is a more mauve blush. I don't really think it'd go with this look, so I'm gonna go with Coral Cloud. And for this type of for this type of blush, I do like to go in with like a more stippling brush because it does give me that, because it is like a putty kind of blush. It's like a, you can kind of see the texture there. I like to go in with my Real Techniques dual fiber contour brush. Cloud, and I'm gonna grab my stippling brush from Real Techniques here. You can see it picked up a lot of product, and I'm just gonna kind of go here on my cheeks and take it up because I've been seeing a lot of people like diffusing their blush up as well with their bronzer, and I've really been loving that look. Really been loving how that looks. My brow strap keeps peeping out, you guys. I do love how it looks like on my skin. It's really natural. It's a nice blush. You can kind of see there I did kind of make a print from the brush, but that's fine. For highlighter, I'm gonna just grab my Mary Luminizer. This is from the Balm. I kind of have pan on it. You can see the pan outline, which I don't think I'm gonna hit pan on it anytime soon, but it would be. Ooh, she is not here to play. She's like, bam. I love this. I forgot how much I love this. I'm telling you guys, reaching for my Shop My Stash products just makes me realize how much I love certain products. So nice. So I'm gonna finish my lower lash line. I'm gonna do some eyeliner on my waterline and my top inner, lid. And then I will be right back with the finished look. All right, you guys, so this is the finished look. I actually went in and I added a purple on my lower lash, which I thought was really, really pretty. I added Piper here and I blended out with a little bit of Paige on my lower lash, and I just think that looks very beautiful. I love how it brings out my brown eyes. I was just, oof. I'm gonna turn down my lighting a little bit because I feel like it's super bright. So you can kind of see. So I have, the eye look, and my lower lash has that purple with the lighter purple blended out. So I just used, like I said, Piper, and then I blended out with Paige here, which I just love. Like I said, I think it brings out my brown eyes. And then for lips, I used my NYX Jumbo Liner in Black Bean on my lower and upper rim of my waterline, and then I grabbed my lip liner in Sweetheart from Morphe and my lip in Pinkies Up from ColourPop, which I don't know if it's still available, you guys. To be honest, I noticed a lot of my ColourPop lippies are almost gone. They no longer have those, and I'm not sure, but I heard a rumor they're kind of getting rid of their bullet lipsticks. If that's true, that would be a really big bummer because I do love a lot of their lipsticks, like especially the Velvet Blurs are my favorites. But yeah, that makes up with this look. What do you guys think? I think with my wig and everything, it's just so pretty. I have my baby hairs here. So I obviously need to like put a little bit more color in here because you can see my wig cap. But I love how this looks. I'm really happy with this. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked this makeup look, let me know if you guys want to see any more palettes, if you guys want to see any more looks, and I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Bye guys!